Hi Aries, welcome back. Don't forget to click that like button. Um, let's see guys. Here I am seeing somebody who's going through a lot of stress. It could be bills, it could be family relations, it could be relationships with your coworker, whatever it is, right? But something that is causing you a lot of stress. And it's not just stress, but it's how you're reacting to the stress. I'm hearing somebody here is engaging in some activities that is going to end up catching up with them. It could be sleeping around, guys. It could be drinking too much soda, eating too much candy, drinking too much beer, whatever it is. Okay? Sleeping with the wrong people, hanging out with the wrong people. But there's some kind of it's not really risky. So like that's what gets me. That's why I think it has to be something else. I mean, yeah, you could be sleeping with people, but it's not really like a risky thing, right? It's not something that screams danger, like running out and having one night stands, right? No, that would be, if you had one night stands here and there, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I would be like, oh my gosh, what's wrong with me? Why am I behaving in this risky behavior, right? It's not really risky. That's why I think it's more like overeating or drinking too much soda, eating too much cake, something risky, right? And it's because of this stress. You don't even see what you're doing because you're so stressed out, you know? And it seems like, you are so busy reacting, you're not paying attention to the bigger picture of what's going on. And I'm going to tell you, Aries, you're heading for a wall. Okay? You're heading for a big wall. And it's going to cost you. Because your health, let me tell you, it's going to cost you. Health stuff, I mean, geez, going to the doctor, getting medicines, all that is so expensive, you know? Now, this is not something that you have now, okay? I mean, you could, but I don't think so. This is something that's coming around the corner, something that's in the near future. I don't know why I'm hearing gout. Gout. I don't even know what that is, but that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing gout. Somebody here, you're on the verge of getting gout. Apparently, I'm hearing it's painful. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that it's painful. It's like ulcers. Ulcers is painful. I never knew ulcers was painful until I got it. I'm thinking, ulcers. What's the big deal? Everybody has ulcers. This person had ulcers. That person had ulcers. Nobody ever told me it's excruciating pain. I wish I would have known, but and apparently it can be contagious. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. Y'all know me. I get off topic. Um, I'm hearing gout. So for somebody, it's gout. Okay, it's something that's going to be. It doesn't necessarily have to be painful. Okay, but it could be extremely uncomfortable. It's going to be something that's going to end up costing you a lot. So if you're stressed now, wait until later on. When this hits you, you're going to be more stressed. Okay, so Spirit is saying, hey, wake up. Spirit is saying, wake up. You're heading for a wall. You don't need this in your life. Spirit wants you to know. Pay attention to what you're doing and pay attention to what is stressing you out. There's somebody here who might have a pet, okay? I hate to say this because it's a pet. But somebody here has a pet that is really stressing them out. Either the pet is not behaving, not listening. Maybe it's a pet you're not supposed to have in your apartment. Kind of reminds me of some guy in New York who had a tiger living in his little one bedroom apartment. That kind of thing. So it could be a pet. Somebody here might have a pet that they are not supposed to have in the apartment, or there's something about the pet that is causing a lot of stress. This might be a time to go ahead and start thinking about rehoming. You know, sometimes we love things, and sometimes we love things that are killing us. You know, maybe not like a python, that's, you just hear all these horrible stories about them, right? No, but this could be like a pet that's just causing stress, right? Or you might just need to move, okay? Not and that's another thing. Maybe you're just living in the wrong place for you. And I feel like for somebody here, that's definitely the situation. It's just you're so stressed out where you're living, the city, the people you're around, And I feel strongly for one of you that is the situation. It's just you go to go put gas in the car and you got people giving you an attitude. You go to work and you got somebody over there giving you an attitude. It's like, dang, you can't even come home without the neighbor complaining about something or something going on at the house or somebody or the neighbors arguing or just constantly being put in a situation where your cortisol is rising. Okay? And the whole thing about gout, guys, that's not for everybody, but that's definitely for somebody. Okay? I'm not saying that everybody's gonna get gout. I gotta find out what the heck gout is, but um, that's just for somebody here. Okay? It could be a lot of things. Stress causes a lot of havoc on your body. You know, it really affects you. Okay? Anyway, somebody here needs to get a checkup. It has something to do with the waist down. Okay, that's the best thing I can figure it out. The waist down, guys, it could be a pap smear. Maybe you just need to go get a pap smear. Okay? This has nothing to do with the stress part. I'm done with that part, okay? I'm just saying that somebody here definitely needs to go see the doctor. Something's going on from the waist down. That's all I can say. So go get that checkups, okay? Let's see. And because you haven't gotten the checkups, that could also be contributing to your stress level. For instance, your body's not working right. And when your body's not working right, it's like a car trying to drive, normally, and it can't because the tires aren't inflated enough or it doesn't have enough oil or something like that, right? It's nothing major, guys. You just got to go get checked up from the waist down, something going on, get it fixed. And for somebody here, once you get that fixed, you're going to be so surprised. Your stress level is going to go down. And it's because your body is trying to function while it's not doing so good. You know what I mean? Like a car trying to run without gas or trying to run without the tires being inflated or you know what I'm saying? So you're like trying to push yourself and you feel like you're on empty, okay? And that's definitely for at least one of you here, okay? Anyways, watch your money, okay? Watch your money. Watch what you are spending on and start figuring out what you can cut out. Whatever it is, okay? Because somebody here for you, for one person here or a couple of you, the biggest stressor in your life is money. The lack of money, okay? Now is a time to start looking around for alternatives, alternative ways of getting your needs met. And I would say, go to YouTube. YouTube is great for that. There are a lot of people on YouTube who I feel are in the same situation, okay? Wind is blowing, guys. In the same situation, and they could give you some really good advice. Alternative ways of washing your hair. Some girl on YouTube, she uses a plant to wash her hair. I don't know. I've never done it, so I have no idea how it works. I don't know how good it is. But I'm just saying that there's alternatives. And I think when we limit ourselves thinking that we don't have choices or, just choices, it can cause us to feel stuck and it can raise our stress levels, which can wreak havoc on our bodies, right? Anyways, guys, this is your reading. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of it. I know it's quick. Ooh, the wind is blowing. I know it's quick. It's a quick reading. I want to do your angel numbers. The wind hasn't blown all day today. Like seriously, we have had hardly no wind. I started doing this reading and the wind is blowing, so I don't know if that's significant. Okay, but somebody here definitely needs to move. You're living in the wrong place for you. You're living in a location that's very stressful. Okay, maybe New York. I'm thinking maybe, but I'm sure there's other places that are very stressful to live in. So, of course, use your own discernment. But yeah, let's go ahead and give you 2 angel numbers, Spirit, for Aries here. Oops. 31. I am disciplined. It says your approach to life is an effective mix of both practicality and imagination. Your mind is stirring with creative ideas, and you have the organizational skills to manifest them to life. I am disciplined. Maybe you're overly disciplined. Maybe you're a little bit on the OCD side, where you're stressing yourself out over the smallest little details. Could be, okay? Because the way it came out, so it makes me feel like I'm a little bit OCD myself. So I totally understand. You got to have things a certain way so you can feel like, everything's going to be okay. 28. It says, in an effort to accomplish great things, you recognize the value of working with others. You make a capable and compassionate leader who can bring people together and drive a team toward achievement. I am a leader. So put that in the comment section. I am disciplined. I am a leader. There is something going on around you with I am a leader coming out. Okay? I feel very strongly that because you haven't gotten yourself checked, there's somebody close to you who has not gotten themselves checked. Okay? And I feel very strongly that I am a leader is coming out because Spirit is saying because you're not doing it, somebody close to you is not doing it. So let's say, you need to go get a pap smear, right? Because you haven't gone to go get your pap smear, your daughter is not getting hers. Okay? I feel very strongly that there's a reason why this came out. Okay? Of course, not guys are not going to go get a pap smear. I already know that. And I already know I'm going to have somebody say, well, I'm a man. I don't need a pap smear. Well, I don't know what men do. Okay? So go get checked, whatever it is that, men have to go get checked on. Okay? Because there's somebody that's close to you that you need to be a leader on. There's a reason why this came out. There's a reason why I am disciplined, I am a leader, is coming out. It's because you're supposed to show somebody else something here. Okay? How to do something, how to take care of your stress levels. There's a reason this is coming out. Okay? Pay attention. Anyways, guys, catch me in the next one. Take care of your stress levels. If you do, everything else is going to fall into place. You will have reasons to celebrate. You will become more outgoing, I'm hearing. Okay? And that's exactly what you want. To get back to being your bubbly, happy self again. Anyways, guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Y'all take care. Catch me in the next one. Bye-bye.